Hey everyone, Alex here and welcome back to another video of World Conqueror 2. So this is part 3 of Europe 1939 as Bulgaria. If you haven't checked out the previous two parts, I strongly recommend that you do so before watching this video. But anyways, we are going to be continuing right here with what we were doing in the previous videos, which is to win. And yeah, that sounds insanely obvious. And yeah, okay, so right off the bat, we're just going to capture a whole bunch of territory over here. And let's move these guys over to Kiev for them to heal up over here. And talking about Kiev, let's just get Kiev up to a level 4 city, and that would basically be allow our units to heal up faster. And yeah, so right now we want to take Moscow over here, and let's just say things aren't exactly looking too good for us because of Rokossovsky over here. And they've also got a bunch of units that's protected by Rokossovsky, so we have to use an entrenchment over there to counter that. And yeah, and then there's this guy, the artillery over here, which we are going to just use an airstrike on, and then we are going to buy an infantry unit there just to get rid of the artillery. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Let's get ourselves an armored car over there. And okay, let's do that. And one. Okay, let's move back over here. And okay, in the next turn, I guess we're going to use a supply line on this guy. We want to make sure our general is in good shape over here. We are in fact at a disadvantage when we are attacking Moscow, and that is because Moscow is a level 4 city, and that would provide the forces inside Moscow with some healing effect over there, and that will make it a lot harder for us to take Moscow, especially when we don't have numerical superiority on our side. Yep, we are in fact kind of outnumbered by the Soviets when we are attacking Moscow over here. So yeah, and the thing about attacking Moscow is that it doesn't exactly matter whether you've got numbers or not, because they are just going to be thrown into the grinder. And yeah, you are basically going to lose a lot of units when you are attacking a major city that has a commander defending it. So it doesn't really matter. We are not going to use a lot of units to attack Moscow. In fact, we want to use those units in other areas, and that would maximize the utility that we get out of those units. Okay, so right now the Spanish, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they're doing over here, because the British are in fact putting up a bit of a resistance over here. They've got the English Channel under their control, and they are basically being a lot of they're basically being a nuisance right now, and they've basically blocked the entire English Channel. And that will mean that if the Germans want to land in Britain, they will have to get past these units over here, which is impossible because the British can just replace the losses extremely quickly. And yeah, okay, we're going to take out the level 2 artillery just because we can, and take the infantry out. Okay, let's do that over there. And alright, so let's move this guy there, and we're gonna move our forces up north. And right now, yeah, okay, so as you guys can see, Rokossovsky is healing back up, which is not what we want over here. And we're just going to use supply line over here, and that would basically mean that we can take Rokossovsky out. Okay, let's do that. Nice. So we got Rokossovsky out of the way, and we are going to buy an industry over here. And what we're going to do is buy an armored car and then a tank. And why a tank? That is because we want to take Moscow over here, and we want to do it in an efficient manner, so we don't lose any movement points when we completely destroy a unit, and that would maximize the efficiency that we gain out of the tank. And there we have it. We have taken Moscow. Of course, that is easier said than done, but we're going to end the turn here. And this is pretty much the end for the Soviets, because they basically only got Helsinki right now to fall back on. Yeah, okay, so right now the favor that the Germans can do for us right now is to not take Finland, because we want to quickly move in there and take both Finland and Norway out, and then Norway would provide us with a base to attack Britain. And I'm just hoping that Guderian will go down over there. And yeah, so the British are holding out. And even Denmark is still alive, and the commander is looking in pretty good shape, which is, once again, as I've rambled about in the last video, it is not supposed to be the case, and I'm not going to bring that rambling into this video. So yeah, and okay, currently we are at round 15 over here, and got that guy. Okay, let's get ourselves a little bit more income over here. Okay, let's take that city over there. That would deal a blow to the Soviets, because yeah, it's pretty much one of their last cities, and they they don't really have a lot of options right now to buy infantry units. So yeah, and we're gonna get one infantry unit there, industry over there, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that would provide us with access to the Baltic Sea over here, which we can definitely use to our advantage over here. And we're going to land a couple of units in Norway, and that should be it for the Norwegians. And okay, nice, this artillery is in the range of our airfield, so we are just going to use airstrikes on that guy, and we have successfully managed to take him out, which is great. And okay, these infantry units, they are going to continue to rest over there. And okay, let's move this tank over there, and we're going to end the turn. Alright, so it's basically up for us to take Denmark out. And yeah, I guess that will give us a little bit more income, so I am not complaining. And yeah, okay, the Germans are not going to land in Britain. They are pretty much going to fail at that regard. And yeah, okay, nice. So Soviets are focusing all of their attention on Guderian and managed to take him out. So now we can in fact basically destroy the Soviet forces in Finland. And yeah, okay, nice. So let's see what the Spanish are going to do here. Alright, so we'll let the Hungarians take all of those territory. And okay, we're at round 16 over here, and we are going to capture that level 2 industry, and that would deny the Soviets some ability to basically attack us from the rear. Alright, so we are going to take Helsinki over here, and that would be pretty easy to do in fact. And we're going to try and take this artillery out, 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe not take it out, but you get the point over here. Take the artillery and let's do that. Let's land there and there. And then we can take Oslo over here. 1, 2, 3. And we have taken Oslo. Okay, we're going to take that level 3 city over there. That would ensure that they can't just spawn infantry units against us. And yeah, we're going to take out that armored car. Alright, so we've basically pincered the Soviet forces into a small little area in the northern parts of the map. And yeah, we are going to send these guys over here. And that is basically it for the Soviet Union, in fact. And they're pretty much lost at this point in time. And we're going to end the turn once again. So we are basically the carrier of our of this entire thing. And yeah, we basically managed to single-handedly take out the entirety of the Soviet Union. And yeah, alright, so the Soviets are going to try and counter-attack. And the British, they're still holding on remarkably well. But things are going to change once we enter the fights over here, because we will be landing in their rear. And they've basically got no counters for that. And that will mean that we can pincer them in around London. And yeah, that would be extremely bad for the British. Anyways, we are at round 17 over here. And okay, damn it. Okay, I was hoping that will weaken it a little bit, but nope, it decides to upgrade into a level 2 artillery. Whatever, I really can't be bothered by this point. And let's take that port over there and take the industry, move down the Norwegian coast. Alright, so we've basically managed to overwhelm the Norwegians over here. And okay, cool. And now we are basically in the position over here to really start to mess around and land in the rear of the British. And once again, as I've said, they have no counter for that. So yeah, it's going to be extremely interesting. They've only got like really one tank over there, but it's not even in the correct position to counter us effectively. So yeah, the British are pretty much in deep trouble over here, and we've got 10 infantry units heading their way. Of course, we will send in more units, that's for sure. And yeah, the artillery unit can wait. And yeah, okay, let's just gobble up the remaining unoccupied territories over here. Alright, nice. So okay, pretty cool. And right now, let's just get ourselves another infantry unit over here. And we are going to end the turn. So we've got 11 infantry units headed directly for Scotland over here. And let's see what the Brits have got to counter that. And we are also kind of staring down at Denmark from the other side of the Denmark Straits over there. And yeah, so we basically look kind of threatening to them. And yeah, okay, so I'm just thinking about the way that we can efficiently take Denmark out of the fight, because it's obvious that the Germans can't do it. And they've got radar there, so that would mean that rocket launchers don't exactly work on them, neither do artillery nor airstrikes. So the best way, in fact, is to basically brute force this. And we've got to send our commander after Denmark over there. So we're at round 18. Yeah, okay, we've got to send our commander. So right now we're just going to pop ourselves off the coast of Scotland over here, and that should scare the British a little bit. And yeah, okay, nice. So let's just get ourselves a little bit more infantry units, so that way they've really got a lot of trouble. And yeah, it's not really, it doesn't exactly look good when you've got a whole bunch of relatively tanky infantry units headed your way over there. It definitely looks kind of intimidating, and unless you've got the proper counters, aka artillery and tanks, then there's really not much you can do over there. And we're going to bomb this, and this for a reason, because we can reduce that city over there and make it a lot easier for us to attack. So right now they're left with a level 2 city over there, and that would mean that it's a lot easier for us to in fact try and take it, because it doesn't exactly heal that well anymore. And we're going to overrun this artillery and take the Soviets out. We did lose our tank in the process, but that is fine. And yeah, okay, things are looking pretty good now. We're going to end the turn. Alright, so now Denmark should be pretty easy to conquer, because we have managed to take out that city over there, reduce it from a level 4 city to a level 2 city, and we can see the effects straight away. The commander is down to half health over here, and previously he was looking in pretty good shape, pretty much always at full health all of the time. And yeah, so the British still trying to counter the Germans, still trying to land in mainland Europe instead of dealing with the main threat over here. And it just makes it a little bit too easy and kind of unsatisfying at the same time, because you kind of just basically got yourself a free win over here. And yeah, it does sound like a little bit like a weird flex, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Like, it is kind of satisfying to know that you basically challenge yourselves and manage to get the W over here, instead of like just casually picking up a free W. And it gets kind of annoying sometimes after that, because it doesn't feel satisfying, and sometimes it just kind of rob the fun away from the game. Okay, let's move this guy there. Yeah, we're going to let the Germans deal with Denmark, and we're going to focus our attention on the British over here. We have basically managed to take the entirety of Scotland in one single turn, and we're going to move towards Ireland over here. So let's get ourselves a couple of infantry units once again. We're going to take Manchester, and we're going to take London over here. And this is pretty much the end for the British over here, because we've managed to penetrate their rear and really do a whole lot of damage to them. Alright, so let's end the turn. And right now we have basically taken Wales and Scotland. We've also got London in our hands. So yeah, and in basically in one single round, we have changed the entire fate of the Western Front over there. We have successfully managed to cripple the British, and yeah, the Germans have finally managed to take Denmark out after like more than 15 rounds. And yeah, the fact that the Danes managed to survive for this long is quite an achievement, and it really goes to show the incompetence of our allies. Even with overwhelming firepower and numerical superiority on the side, they still cannot take out Denmark. Yep. Yeah, I'm just actually shaking my head right now, although you guys can't see it because yeah, I don't have face cam, and I don't find the need for a face cam over here. That's why I've really only reviewed my face once, I guess. And yeah, right, so we're just going to take all of these, and we've got ourselves a neat W over here. Take the artillery, and we have managed to take Great Britain over here, and we are going to take Ireland, and that will basically finish off the fight for us. And yeah, okay, nice, there we go. So managed to win this one, albeit in a really frustrating manner. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this series, and if you did enjoy this video, please do remember to leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, please do remember to subscribe as well. But that's it from me for the time being. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and of course, goodbye.